In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a Facebook group step by step, including best practices, how to screen people to get the people that you want, and what the different privacy settings mean. All right, let's get into it. Hey, what's up, busy people? Welcome to 5 Minute Social Media, where we help overwhelmed business owners become streamlined entrepreneurs by helping them eliminate 50 to 80% of their social media workload and increase results. If that sounds like something you'd like in your business, take a second, hit subscribe, click that bell. That way you'll be notified each week when we come out with another helpful video. And I want to offer you this. This is my social media quick fix guide. If you're struggling with sales or engagement or reach or anything on social media, I put the most common problems along with solutions to get you started on fixing them. It's normally $19. I've decided to offer it free for my YouTube community, and I'll tell you how to get that at the end of this video. My name is Jerry Potter. Yes, it rhymes with the boy wizard. And today I'm showing you how to create a Facebook group step by step, including the privacy settings, which can be a little bit confusing, as well as how to screen people to get the right people in your group and more. All right? Starting from facebook.com, you're going to click this little plus sign on the upper right-hand corner, and then you can create all kinds of things here. This is the create menu, and you're going to choose to create a group. Pops right in. I like this new design because you can kind of see how things are going to look as you go. So let's go ahead and choose a name for our group. Next is going to be your privacy. So you have basically two options. You have public and private, and this is simpler than it used to be. So public means that anyone can see all of your posts at any time. So this means that somebody can go in and read all the posts and lurk without actually joining your group. I rarely recommend public because that means that they're not in your group. They actually have to physically come to your group. They'll never get a notification about anything in your group. They will never see posts from your group in their feed. So private, on the other hand, means they have to request to join in order to see the posts in the group. Before they join, they can see the cover photo, the title, and the description, but nothing else. Now, when you choose private, you have another question to answer, and that is, do you want your group to be visible or hidden? So depending on the privacy level that you're looking for, you have two choices here. Visible means if somebody searches for the group, then it will come up. So this one is called Social Media for the Streamlined Entrepreneur. And if someone were to search for social media, then it might come up in search. Hidden means that you have to privately invite people to the group. They will not find it in search. And then this next box gives you the chance to invite friends. If you want to have some people there to start it off right away, you can also do this later. We're going to come down to the bottom. We're going to hit create. Takes a few seconds. And just like that, the group has been created. Now, part of the reason that I don't choose to invite people as I'm setting it up, it's kind of a time saver, but I want to update the cover photo, set up the privacy questions, things like that before I invite anyone else to join the group. Now, most of what you need to do is in this little checklist over here, so we'll go through that, and then we'll talk about a couple of other things that you're going to definitely want to do when setting up your group. So invite friends, we can skip that for now. Add a cover photo. Because the group is brand new, you're going to upload a photo, or they've got these illustrations that you can choose from if something makes sense. If you are going to create your own photo or graphic to go up there, I've got a tutorial about how to get the right size and do that, and I'll link to that in the description of this video. Next, you can add the description. And people will be able to see this before they join. So think of this as the way they decide whether or not they want to join your new group. And then the last one on this checklist would be to create a post. That is something you're going to want to do in your group, but you can wait and do that until you have people in here, or put it up right before you invite people if you know people are going to join quickly. But you do want to kind of set the tone, as it says here, set the tone of your new group and get the conversation going with a post. All right, other important settings over here on the left. Automatic member approvals. So if you don't want to have to admit every member manually, you can go through and have a few things here. So for example, if your group is for local people, then you can automatically admit people that are within 25 miles of a location that you designate. If somebody is already friends with someone in your group, you can check that. That means that they can automatically get in. And if you're not going to screen people, and we'll talk about why I think it's good to screen people in just a second, but if you're not going to screen people, then you can at least make sure they're not brand new spam accounts by having this here, and then you can let anybody in who's had an account for at least 3 months or 6 months or a year. You can see a year is selected by default. Now, membership questions. This is where you're going to pre-screen people that join your group. And you don't want as many people as possible in your group unless your only goal is to go other places and say, hey, I've got a group with 10,000 people or 500 people or whatever it might be. but you're going to do better having the right people in your group. The more your posts will get seen, the more engagement you'll get, all of that. So you're better off having 50 perfect people than 500 just random people who don't engage or matter anymore. So what you want to do then is ask questions. So I go to add question, and you can ask questions with checkboxes, multiple choice, or written answer. I like to use at least one written answer question, and I'll show you what my Facebook group has here in just a second. But I like to do at least one written answer question because people who really want to be in your group will take the time to write a written answer, even if it's just 2 words. Other people are trying to join like 50 groups at once, and they're just going join, 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 join. So I like having at least one written answer, but obviously it's up to you. And as I said, you can do up to 3 questions there. Another one you might want to look at is the group rules. You can write up to 10 rules about your group. You can see that Facebook has a few suggestions up here. If you have no idea where to start, go ahead and look at some other Facebook groups that you're in, and you might be able to use those as a template. And then you can also require people to accept the rules in order to be a member in your group. Then I'm going to click down here on settings. This is where you change most of your things. So your name, description, privacy, you can come in and change those later. You can add a location. You can customize your group. So by default, it's going to be facebook.com/groups/ a big old number, but you can go through and give it an actual name. So for example, my Facebook community is facebook.com/groups/5-minute social community. You can change the color if you want. That kind of changes the look of the group there. There's a couple different group types that you can use. You can look down through and see, for example, the parenting one has a feature where members can post anonymously, because sometimes when you're talking about things that personal, that might be something that is helpful to you. Jobs, buy and sell, you see all the different types there. This is a good one to look at, is who do you want to join the group? So you can have only profiles, which means that just personal profiles can join, or you can have profiles and pages. Now for me in my communities, it is a place for people to get together and have conversations. So I actually don't let pages in my group. That's just a personal preference. I just want people to be who they are in the group and not hide behind a company. I've talked to a lot of other group owners that say, yeah, as soon as I let pages in, they start spamming the group and it's just too much maintenance. Who can approve member requests? So if you click on that, you can actually let other people approve people to join the group. So then they can approve requests from their friends, or you can just have it be admins and moderators, which are the people that are obviously in charge of your group. This is another way you can pre-approve people. So you can choose groups. So if somebody's already in one of your other groups, then they can automatically join this one without waiting to be accepted. And then if you have a list of email addresses for people that you want in this group, you can upload it to Facebook. And assuming that email address is associated with their Facebook account, they will not have to wait to join. They'll be able to join right away. Manage discussion, you can go through and choose how you want people to be able to post, whether you have to approve them or not ahead of time. And then down here, this is a good one to know. If you have a Facebook business page and you want to link it to your group, you can do that by clicking this edit button next to linked pages. Now, before we wrap up, a couple of really important best practices. First of all, again, remember your cover photo is something that people see before they even join, so they're deciding whether or not they want to join. So mine specifically spells out what it is. We are a community of teaching, support, and solutions for businesses looking to grow using social media. And then over here, I actually have my free download, my lead magnet, 6 ways to cut your social media workload in half. Now I have that there because they can actually click on that without joining the group. And if they want to not join the group, but join my email list that way, I'm certainly okay with that. But it's also just a great way to catch people as they come in. But if it's not clear by your title who the group is for, your cover photo is a great place to add that in. And then last thing I wanted to show you is my questions that I ask under membership questions. So you can ask up to 3. I only ask 2, and I make the second one optional because I don't want there to be too much friction. But my first question is, what is your biggest struggle in digital marketing right now? This helps me shape group content for you. This is a required question. If somebody doesn't answer this question, then we don't accept them into the group. So they can write whatever it is here. And the second one is optional. And then again, this is just another opportunity to get this free guide and possibly join my email list. And so I just have that there. They do not have to answer this question, but it's there as an option. And then this little toggle down here, you'll see this in your group once you set up questions, is you can require people to accept the rules if you want to. Was this helpful? If so, let me know by giving this video a like. And as promised, I would love to offer you my social media quick fix guide. Normally $19, but I've decided to offer it for free to my YouTube community. And it lists out how to get more engagement, more sales, reach, kind of those main problems that people run into on social media. So it'll help you identify them and then kind of set you in the right direction to getting them fixed. You can get it with the link on the screen or in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching. You're not only supporting me, but also my two tiny superheroes at home.